I hope you're all alright. I just wanted to come on and quickly show you a few little bits and bobs that I've been creating. I am in a swap group that is a UK only swap group called Crafty Swappers UK. And one of the swaps that has been put up recently by the founder, Emily, is a spool swap. And the idea was that you made a spool and then you had to put a metre or however much you wanted of 2 with lace and 1 with ribbon, and the idea being that you decorate them up nicely as well. So this is what I've come up with. We create these quite easily. I'm sure everybody knows how to make these by now on the envelope punch board. You get a piece of cardstock and you cut it at 5 inches long by 3.5 inches wide, and you then put that in your envelope punch board with going up to 1 inch and punch and do all the rest. And then you're left with an indentation there, and you just cut between the indentation with your scissors. And I have cut them on craft cardstock, but they have been layered with paper called Garment District. That is by, who is it by? Marion Smith. It's quite an old paper. I did have it gifted in a rack and I only have a few pieces of it, but I thought I might as well use it. So I used it, and I went over the little flowers and the leaves with stickles just to give them a bit of a boost. And on this one I've put this lovely guppy lace, lovely creamy white colour, very, very good quality, one of my favourites. I've wrapped that round, and then I've got one of these little rolled ribbon, I can't think what you call these, they're like little bunches of rolled ribbon, and it's got what would you call it? I don't know. I don't know what you call it. It's one of them, rolled ribbon. Then it's got little beads and little fancy ribbon bit. Put one of those on. And then I made a little diddy spool there. In fact, I didn't make that. I had that gifted. That's a die cut from the sewing room. I think Geraldine gifted me that. I think it's from Tim Holt's. Is it cutting room or sewing room? So I've used that, and then I've just used Victorian velvet on that, and then I've just done a little sentiment on another piece of card saying with love, and I've distress inked that, and then I've glossy accented it, and that is on a little pop dot, so that can be taken off and used if the recipient so desires. And then I wanted to add some little buttons. I've got these in a kit a long time ago, these little diamante buttons. Never really used them, so I thought I'd pass them on. And I just punched a little hole with my hole punch at each corner and tied a little ribbon to thread these buttons on, so it's like a little button banner, so that the recipient can take them off and use them. And then just glued, I've just tied it in a knot, the ribbon, so it'll come off easily, and then I just very gently glued these 2 little ribbon roses on, so they'll easily pull off and could be reused. And then when the recipients use the lace that's on here, they can use it for something else. So that's the first one I did. We had to do a set of 3. So this is the second one I did. Again, I've got my little mini spool with love, which I've glossy accented. And I've wrapped some deep burgundy and gold organza ribbon there with a little pearl-headed pin. And then I've just tucked in this little baby's breath here. And along with the baby's breath, I've just added a little pearl-headed, well, they're like little tiny seed beads, but they're like crystal-y, and they're wrapped around gold wire. So I've made like a little bunch and just tucked it down so the recipient can use those. And then on a separate piece of card here, I've just popped on 3 little burgundy buttons. Again, they're just on dimensional, so they can be taken off and used. And then this little butterfly here, I think Rachel Hart made that and sent me that in a rack to be used. She sent me like a packet of embellishments, and this was one of the ones. So again, that's on a little pop dot, so it can be taken off and used. Everything's reusable. Okay, and then here's another one, and I think these make a lovely little swap or if you're wanting to do a rack, you know, not everybody can go all out on racks and send, you know, loads of paper pads and everything, but this is a nice idea to just present something that little bit more special, to make it into not just the gift of the lace, but it's a gift of the spool, and it's just that little bit of extra niceness, isn't it? I think it is. I think these would be awesome in a rack. So on this one I've got this lovely beautiful top quality lace again, and I've just done a bow, and that's a little pin, pearl headed pin, and I've just put that through the bow and then slid it in to hold the lace into place. And again we've got the sentiment, all glossy accented again, and there's a good metre or more. I think there's maybe 2 meters on there of that. It's really, really, really pretty. And then I've put the mini spool and the mini button, and they're on pop dots, so you can take that off and use that twine if whoever gets them wants to. I don't know who my partner is yet, but I hope they like this. But I just wanted to come on and show you because I thought it was an awesome idea. As I say, you know, if you did a couple of those in a rack for somebody, I think they're super beautiful, and I think they've come out lovely. So there we go. So I've been busy. Just takes me ages. And then I've also just been doing some bits and bobs of little bits and bats. Bits and bobs of bits and bats. Try saying that when you've had a whisker. Of just little things to put in swap parcels and racks. And I made these little rosettes. I've been on Skype with my friend Emily, and she's been making loads of rosettes. So I thought I'd have a go. I've got quite a nice die. It does nice shapes, and it does them quite thin, you know, so they're not big and bulky, so they'll go on nice projects. And the die that I've got is this one, and it's by Brenda Walton, and it's a Sizzix die, but she's obviously designed it. And like I say, it makes them quite slim, dimensional wise, so that they'll go nicely on a card or whatever. So this one, I've done the little rosette, and it's got cutouts, and then I've used this little applique, and then I've used one of these little butterflies that I've reused off of some packaging. Emily's made this butterfly, which is absolutely gorgeous. Stuck those on, and then this one's just another little applique. And I just put some, these are just random flower punches out of scraps, and then this little flower doodad I had gifted by Donna Sumner. I think she's handmade those, and they're absolutely gorgeous. And then I've just like packaged some up, ready to go. I've used this little topper to make the package look pretty, that I had gifted again. Well, not gifted, it came in a swap. That's one of the good things about swap groups. We tend to put little extras in, but they're always things that you can use for packaging or embellishing, so you're never stuck for little things to fancy up your packaging. So that will go in a swap as a little extra for somebody. And I mean, they take seconds, don't they? They don't take very long to make, unless you're called Amanda and it takes you 4 hours. But that's another story. Right, ladies, so just thought I'd show you this lovely idea of the decorated spools. Give it a try. You can do them in any kind of theme, can't you? And you could do a collection of quite a few. My next idea is to do, oh, it's stuck on the pin's stuck on the net. My idea would be, another good idea would be to make quite a few like that, and then make a fancy box to slide them in, and that would be a nice gift, a nice inexpensive gift, because it's all more or less handmade. So that's a nice idea, I think, perhaps that I may well do. That one's upside down. So there you go, ladies, give them a try. Is that upside down as well? Yeah, that's upside down as well. Just don't have them all upside down. But give them a try. Super easy to do. Like I say, 5" by 3.5 inch, and then just either use your envelope punch board and punch at 1 inch, or just cut them freehand. And they're super, super little gifts. Right, ladies, thanks for watching. Bye for now.